Joan Newcomb, and today's Mystic Minute is Shining and Shadows. We are all natural light bringers. We have different ways of expressing it, but if you've ever looked at a little baby, it comes right in as this bright beacon of light. It does nothing but shine, joy, and love, and poop and cry and throw up and do all sorts of other things. But the essence of who it is shines. The essence of who we are as consciousness is a bright beacon of light. And as we grow, we shine more light within us and out into our lives, our life creations. We are ever increasing our light into the world. Now, what happens when we start to expand and when we start to increase is that we will bump up against our own shadows, our own limiting constructs. We will illuminate within ourselves where we haven't dusted, where we haven't cleaned, where we need to clean next. And our surroundings will also reflect to us those things that are dark, smudgy, need to be cleaned. Those people in our lives that are used to sitting in the shadows, that are used to being engaged in their own darkness or smudginess, will have a reaction to us. Now, sometimes they just gently fade out of our reality. Suddenly you realize, gosh, it's been months since I talked to so-and-so. I wonder what happened to them. And then sometimes, especially if they're related to you, they get really pissed off at having the light shone in their eyes. How dare you turn on the light? It hurts my eyes. How do you continue to grow when people around you may have a reaction to your light? Sometimes it's a natural tendency to hold ourselves back, to hide our light under a bushel, to continue to match those around us so as not to cause them discomfort. And that's a disservice to us and to those around us. If you're in the midst of dismantling patterns that other people feel are the construct of their reality, they'll feel really threatened. They'll feel concerned for you that you might be letting go of the scaffolding of your life and everything's going to collapse. When you really feel like you're just freeing yourself from those limitations. I grew up in an environment where we all had to look really good and we couldn't stand out. There was a life or death aspect of this I wasn't aware of until years later. And there was an additional aspect to it that was distorted. It meant that you couldn't shine brightly. You couldn't really succeed. You had to stay hiding in the shadows. And even that story is just a distortion in the reality that is really here, available to us, for us to create in as consciousness. You don't need to rebel against it. You don't need to fight against it. You don't need to shine a spotlight in their eyes. You just need to shine the spotlight in yourself, what you need to illuminate, and illuminate your own path. When you shine your light on your own shadows, the shadows disappear. Light disintegrates lies and distortions, and things that seem solid and real disintegrate under the light of truth and of consciousness. You don't really have to do anything except shine, and shine your own light. Where it becomes painful or uncomfortable is in the holding on or the resistance or the fighting against. And when you let go of all that, you realize you've just been fighting with the scenery. You've just been tussling with the curtains on the stage. And standing in your own light, bathing in your own light as consciousness, is so delicious, is so wonderful, is so expansive, is so nourishing, refreshing, ecstatically wonderful. You wonder why you spent so much time shadow boxing. And if you like these videos, you can subscribe to them on YouTube. You can sign up below to get them in your inbox. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can find out more about my blog, my podcast, my meetups, my webinars, and if you want to go deeper into consciousness and learn how to navigate your own life with consciousness techniques, you can find out about my coaching programs. It's all at joan-newcomb.com, and I'll be back with another Mystic Minute in a couple of days.